Namaste. I'm gonna do something entirely new. This is I'm gonna add it here, I think. Okay. So it's not Veda. It's Kalki Purana, and today is the first time I read it before, but my Aryan pronunciation was not quite there, so. Kalki Purana. Let me see. I should switch to the scene for now. Okay, so yeah, we're starting something really auspicious, which is Kalki Purana, and we'll see what happens. How's everyone doing? I'm doing better. How about you? I'm gonna do something. So, in the Bible, Yahusha, King Yahusha, that's Jesus' real name, he says that the Father will come as a thief in the night. He didn't say he's going to enter through the front door, or the back. He didn't mention anything else except the fact that the Father will come as a thief in the night. If anybody could think of what that means. Why would he, like, when, as a form of contrast, when Yahusha comes back, that's Jesus' real name, when Yahusha comes back, everybody will know. He doesn't come as a thief in the night. He comes and everybody knows. The entire planet knows. But the Father, the owner, when he comes back, according to Yahusha, he comes as a thief in the night. He didn't say just as a thief. He didn't say just, some, a guest in the night. He said a thief in the night. What does a thief do in the night when he's doing what he's doing? What is he doing? The Father is not what you think it is exactly. That's how I'm gonna put it. The Father is a nice guy when you push his button. Just kidding. Okay, that's as far as I go. Here we go. So this is the English translation. Now I need the here we go. Welcome to the world. Kalki Purana, Kalki Avatara, Kalki. I'm not reading that. It's not even readable. Readable. This is Hindi, I will. No, what is that? This introduction. It is Hindi. It's not Sanskrit. Okay. Enough introduction, humans. humans. I said humans instead of human. You guys should feel proud. That means you're on the right track. If I pluralize you, human, I can't go twice a day. Sorry. That means I'm personifying you a little bit. Personification is a form of love, a gift of love. Personification is a gift of a form of love. If that makes sense. Okay. I found that this is supposed to be sort of auspicious because I'm reading it in the sort of 80% accurate original pronunciation. Nobody cares. Here we go. Namaste. Let me check the sound. Sound works. Okay, sound works fine. Lighting's okay. Too bright. No, too dark. Okay. That's as good as it gets. Alright, here we go. Namaste. Shri Kalki Purana Pratama Amsha Pratama Atyaya Senendra Devakanu Muni Shivarajana Lokah Sapalah Sada Sivam Kalma Susidtaye Pratidinam Bhagatiya Bhajanantiyuttamah Tam Bhikkhune Shama Nananta Matyuttamajam Bhikkhune Shama Nananta Matyuttamajam. What the hell is that? Wow, never seen that before. This is a style I'm not used to. I'm gonna guess that this is 짱, 사ጭ, 짱, 사짜, 사짜, 지냐나 사짬. Well, I'll check. Where is it? 살방, shrabaram, 살방. Are you kidding me? 살방, that's va. That's a va. I gotta get used to this system. 살방, 지냐 살방. It's double V. I've never seen that before. That's why I said never seen that before. Because the English transliteration does not take into account that it's double V. It's supposed to be 살부바 지냐, not 살바 지냐. Okay, I hope that made sense. Here we go. Tam bhikkhune shamanananta bhikkhune shanam bhikkhune shamanananta matyuttamajam. This is maybe too big. Is that the problem here? Let me see. Too small, too small, too small, too small, too small. Okay, that's it. This is it. Unless I wanna, let me see if I could do something with this here. Okay, here we go. Bhikkhune shamanananta matyuttamajam salvuva jinyana salvuva jinya sajil salvuva jinya salvuva sharayamu. Vanande vaidika danantarika dibibitaiha shasataraiha puro vananditamu. Narayanam namasakurutya naranchaiva narotamamu. Devim Sarasvatin Jaiva Nato Jayamudirayat. Yadedul Danunda Karala Sam Salpaka Barala Bala Jivala Jivala Du Bigraha. This is kind of fuzzy. That's not cool. Where is it? Vigraha Netuha. Okay, I was right. Vigraha. 야드 돌다는 더 까라 살밤. 야드 돌다는 더 까라 살바 까발라 제발라드 비그라하. 네투허 사트 까라발라 다는 더 달리다. 사트 까라발라 다는 더 달리다. 사트 까라라 네투허 사트 까라발라 다는 더 달리다. 푸바흐 구쇼이티 구쇼파강흐 샤시바트 사이는 타바바 하노 드비자자니흐 가르키흐 바라트마 하리흐 바야트 사티야 유가디 끌었다사 바가바는 닮음마 그라브로트티 브라야 뿌리야흐 바가바는 닮음마 그라브로트티 브리야흐 이티 수타바차흐 슈르트방 나이미쇼란우여바시나흐 샤우나카디안 마하바가흐 바프라체 추스담 가타미맘 해 수타 살비아 탈무마지냐 로마 할셔노 부트라카 드리카나지냐 뿌라노지냐 바다 파가바팀 가타무 가흐 갈리흐 숫구트라 마 자토 자가타 미시바라흐 프라푸흐 가탐바 니티야 탈무마스. I'm really not sure if they used the right spelling for this. I mean, okay, I'll take their spelling for it. 니티야 탈무마시야 비나샤흐 갈리나 그르타흐 이티 대슈엄 바차흐 슈르트반 수도 티아트반 하림 브라푸무 사할셔보라 꽃드 비는 나 살부방응가흐 사할셔보라 꽃드 필나는 나 사할셔보라 꽃드 비는 나 살부방응가흐 브라하 따는 무니는 수땅 우방짱 슈르누트바미맘 슈르누트바미다마 키아남 바비슈염 바라마드 푸타무 가티탐 브라흐마누 볼브밤 나라다야 비프로차템 해 마할슈요 야하 아티아는 땀 비스마야 까리 오나하라 우파키아나 아파수문나임 아파수나임 볼바칼라멤 나라다지케. Wait, this is I'm reading Hindi. Messed me up a little bit. Anyway, all right. So whatever you heard in the last 30 seconds was in Hindi and it was in Sanskrit. 나라다흐 브라하 문화에 벼사야 미타테자세 사 벼소 니자푸트라야 브라흐마라다야 티마템 사 자피마니우푸트라야 비슈누라다야 삼사디 브라하 바가바타는 탈마나실트다샤 사하스라카는 तदं रूपे लायां प्रापते सपताहे प्राशनाशेष्विताम मायकानन्द्वयादिभिः पुरुषतः प्राह पुनुय श्रमे शुकाः Tataraham Tadanujinya Taha Shurutavanasami Yaha Kataha Pavishuyaha Katayamiha Punuya Bhagavatiha Shupaha Taha Shurunutavam Mahabhagaha Samahitatiyo Nishama Samahitatiyo Nishama Kate Karashanwe Savanilayam Pradul Puto Yatan Kaliha Pralayanante Jagat Sarashatva Brahma Lokapita Mahaha. Yeah, I don't like their style. I might get a different version soon. No, let me just double check 14. Yeah, their style is throwing me off. That means it's no good for me. 사살즈장 고람 말리남 버르시트 대샹트 스바빵 따까무 장 탈무마. Yeah, it's not 탈무마. It's supposed to be 탈마, but they're using this style, which I don't know why they're doing that. It's even so if they're doing this on purpose. 장 탈무마 이티 키앙 따스따시암 밤샤누길 뜻다나트 시라바노 뜻마라노 로카 시라바노 뜻마라노 로카흐 시라바노 뜻마라노 로카흐 살부바 빵빵이흐 브라무치아뜸 아탈무마시아 뿌리양 라미양 미티양 말즈자라 로차나 다시양 부뚜로티테 자스비 담은파흐 바라마코파나흐 사마야얌 파기니아는뚜 로팜 부뚜란짜 까니아감 느끄르팀 자나야마사 따요흐 그로타흐 수토파바트 사 힘사얌 바기니아는뚜 자나야마사 땀깔리무 바마하스타 트르토 파스탐 바마하스타 트르토 파스탐 달라 피아그탄 자나프라파무 달라 피아그탄 자나프라파무 가고담라 가라라시암 롤라지흐밤 파야나까무 부티가는 탐 투따마디아스트리 수발너 끌었다 시라야무. I mean, it's readable. It's just I'm not. This is like completely new style for me. 파기니아는 또 두루키암 상파얌 뿌뚜란짱 까니아감 무르티움 상 자나야마 상 따요시짱 니라요 파바트 야따나얌 파기니아는 또 레페 뿌뚜라 유따무 이트탐 깔리콜레 장땅 바하보 탈무마니는 디까흐 야지냐 티아야나다나 디베다 따는 뜨라비나 샤카흐 야지냐 티아야나다나 디베다 따는 야지냐 티아야나다나 디데다 디베다 야지냐 티아야다냐나다 야지냐 티아야나다나 디베다 따는 야지냐 티아야나다나 디베다 따는 뜨라비나 샤캉흐 티비야 티자라 글라 니두하카 쇼카파야 슈라야흐. I am forced to check this because I haven't seen style is throwing me off a little bit. Gla, that's my La Glani 22. La Glani, I don't see it. La glani. Okay, I was right. Ti bien ti jara glani duha kashoka paya shiraya hu. Galira januga shicheru ryu tansho. Galira januga shicheru ryu tasho. Galira januga shicheru ryu tasho. Mokana. Galira januga shicheru ryu tasho. One more. Galira januga shicheru ryu tasho. Lokana shakan hu. Papuvu Galabi Prashutwa Kushwa Nuikan Gamukan Narahum. Let me double check it. I think this is short Nui. Oh, they don't specify between Nui and Ni, which are two different words. Kushwa Nui. Yeah, short. Okay, that's all it is. Dampa chara tura chara seta tama tura bimhita bimisakang ho. Dampa chara tura chara seta tama tura bihim. Dampa chara tura chara seta tama tura bihim saka ho. Damam pa chara tura chara seta tama tura bihim saka tura bihim saka Damam pa chara tura chara seta tama tura bihim saka Damam pa chara tura chara seta tama tura Dampa chara tura chara seta tama tura Dampa chara tura chara seta tama tura bihim shaka Dampa chara tura chara seta tama tura Dampa chara tura chara seta tama tura bihim saka. Moving on. Vedahina Tibijang Tina Shudra Seva Para Sada Kutalkava da Bahula Talmuma Bikra Ino Tama Talmuma Bikra Ino Tama Talmuma Bikra Ino Tama Veda Bikra Ino Prantian Asa Bikra Ino Sutatan Mam Sabikra Ino Kurura Shishnu Daraparayano. Yeah, this style is messing me up. I can't tell if this is Shishro or Shishino. So now I have to look up the transliteration. Shishino. Okay, Shishino. Kurura Shishino Daraparayano Paradarata Matata Palno Sangankara Karaka Palno Sangankara Karaka Hurasava Kara. Let me double check this. That's the style just messing me up. Hura, that's not hura. Hurasava Kara Papasara Shatua Matoniba Sina Shoda Shabuda Yushwa Shalaban and Tavan Nicha Sangangama Vivandakala Hakushu Buddha Vivandakala Hakushu Vivandaka Hala Ha Vivant dakala hakushubatan Vivant dakala hakushubatan Keshaveshavi pushonwa Keshaveshavi pushonwa Kalau kulina Tanina pujian Valde tushuikan Tibijan. Because of the style, I'm forced to look up the transliteration again. They try to make it too pretty, so I can't even tell which word that is. I mean, that's why they did it. They made it so pretty to a point that I can't even recognize the letters. It's like, are you really my, Devanagari? Is that a woman's name? You don't look like you have too much makeup on you. That's what's happening here. Valda. They're using a dalde two. That's the transliteration. Valde dalde two. Valde two should be the correct one. Valde. Where is it? What the heck happened to it? Oh, so they used. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. If they're using a style to the point that it's changing the actual word or the character within a word, that's effing messed up, man. I can't tell which one is right now. Alright, so I'm gonna look up, is this the same translation? I have to see. If it's the same thing, then it's useless. Just like the other. I mean, it's not useless, but it's really confounding because they're, trying to stylize to a point that it doesn't make sense. Like, you just lost the meaning of the entire thing because you're trying to stylize it. For the sake of stylizing, for the sake of making it look pretty. That's what they did. Human. That's why I can't pluralize. Human. Alright, so this is really. It's annoying. That's what's going on here. It's annoying that I have to try to find the actual original word because the author decided that he wanted to stylize it to the point that I cannot recognize the letter. Like, are you really my Devanagari? You have too much makeup on. Yes, I am your Devanagari. Oh, really? You sound different. It sucks. This sucks. It just sucks. Human do whatever they want. Human, man, human. At least I didn't say dumb human, stupid human this time. They're not smart in general. Many smart people could tell you that. Are humans smart in general? The joke of the day. Thank you for making us all laugh. See you tomorrow. You didn't answer my question. Okay, so I think I found it, but it doesn't match up. Tam palakam. Wait, is this it? No. So this is a different version, which is nice. Which means I could find the actual word. They use a different. This is more the version you see right now. That's more like the classic Sanskrit. The version that I've been reading is like stylized. He's trying to be fancy. He's trying to be cool. You know, he's a sage. Everybody should know he's cool. If anything, you don't know anything about him, one thing you should know about the sage is he's cool. He doesn't care about anything else. He just wants you to know he's cool, cooler than a movie star. That's all he wants you to know. Nothing else. Yeah, that's a sage. I mean, otherwise, you know, well, why would he stylize? You know, he stylized Dharma instead of spelling it out Dharma. He made it Dalmuma because it's very important to me. It's not just Dharma, it's Dalmuma, Dalmuma. Oh, he's human, man, human. 꿀 did I find it? I found it. By some miracle, I found it. So, what was the phrase in question? I did 비끄러야 노 타마흐 그리야 노 스타토아 마사 비끄러야 노허 슈꾸루라흐 시시노 다바라 구루 꾸루라흐 말노 상은까라 까라까. What was I looking at? What did I even? Shishino? No, that wasn't. Oh, 28. I'm on at the wrong page. Here we go. This one. Balde tu shuigang. Balde tu shuigang. That's the phrase in question. What did you do to balde tu shuigang? Okay. So the verdict is that they didn't do anything to it, which means this is wrong. This is wrong. This is supposed to be by the tu shui gang. So that's why, sorry, so I take back what I said about the stylizing. Now, did they stylize the taima and all that stuff? Talmuma. I never heard that before. Talmuma. Talmuma. What does it say here? Does it say Talmuma or just Taima? Talmuma. Okay. Is this the same version? Let me just double check. Wow. I found out something new. So this might be the same version, but someone other than this person wrote it, which means they hand copied it. So instead of using a printing machine, they hand copied it. Yeah, that's what they did. They hand copied the entire thing. I never said. I've never. Wow, how much work? Are you kidding me? Wow, humans deserve some praise. I'm gonna pluralize human to humans. Wow, humans are exceptional sometimes. They hand copy this into this. Amazing. That's okay. So that's humans for you. So some humans are really, really special. They have the capability of copying an entire book by their hand. That's why I said, "Oh, this is a different." No, it's the same version, but somebody copied the entire book with his hand without using a copy machine or a printing machine. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading. Sorry. This is where I was. Let me read the entire shloka 20. How many verses are there? I'm gonna cheat. I don't really care anymore if if I receive less blessing, fewer blessings, because I looked up how many shlokas there are, as a form of disrespect, because you're bored or you just want to get out of that state or whatever. Just, I don't know. Here we go. Vivanda kala hakushubudhan keshaveshavi bur keshaveshavi pushono kala kulina tanina pujian valde tushuikan divijan. I love this book. Sanyasi no Guruha Sakatan Guruhasata Satva Vivekinaha Guruhasata Satva Guruhasata Vasa Guruhasata Satva Vivekinaha Guru Ninanda Paran Talmumatavajinaha Santuvanchakanha Puratigra Haratang Shudrang Parasava Harano Darang Tivayoh Svikara Mudubah Shatwe Maitri Padanyatang. I need to look this up. What is that word? I can't pluralize human because human did something that hurts my feelings. It will take me time to recover from the hurt. It hurts. Ow, ow, ow. It's not too bad though. When you have received such a thing as a fatal wound. So he decided to copy that without the B. Alright, you know what? Since he did such a good job of copying this book hand by hand. Wow. I'm gonna I'll do it his version. Divayoh Svikara Mudva Haha Shatwe Maitri Padanyatang Pratidane Kushama Shakatang Virakati Karano Kushome Pancha Lat Vancha Pancha Lat Vancha Pancha Lat Vancha Banan Dvitye Yasholte Talmuma Savanamu. Tana Tuyat Vanchang Na Tutve Ture Nire Cham Dil Tatang Sutrama Treno Pipuratvam Tanundoma Treno Masakari Alpashasyan Pasumati Nadi Revarotitang Nadi Revarotitang Sutriyo Peshyala Pasukang Svapumsang Diagdamanasang Paranana Lolupang Paranana Lolupang Piparan Shechanundo La Kurahaya Jakang Sutriyo Vaitavyahi Na Shechan Svacha Chananda Charano Priyan Chitravura. Wow, never seen that before either. That's really. Oh wait, this got in the way. There's somebody's ink spilled on the Sanskrit. Thanks a lot, human. Chitravura Shutvi Karang Mekang Mananda Shasyang Ja Medini Rajang Pakushwa Nirupang Lokang Karapi Do Prapi Dvitang Sekanante Param Kare Puturam Kurutavan Kushubutang Praja Jana Kiridulgam. I need to look this up. It's kind of fuzzy. 36. Dulgam. Okay. 36. What did they use for transliteration? Giri, 37, 36. Giri Dulgam. Okay. They all agree. It's Giri Dulgam. Giri Dulgam, Banam, Korama Shirai Shyananti, Dulpagaha. Matumam Saimul, Sailmula Palaira Haraiha. Matumam Sailmula Palaira Ha. Matumam Sailmula Pala. Matumam Sailmula Palaira Haraiha. Branotarino He. Evam tu Pratame Pade Kaleha. Gurushuno Bininda. Gurushuno Bininda Bini. Gurushuno Bininda Kaha. Tvitiye Tadana Mahina Sutrutiye Balno Sangaraha. Eka Balno Shechatulte Cha Bisumurata Chiuta Sa Tukriyaha. Bisumurata Chiuta Satukriyaha. Okay, so I gotta, because human, I'm not gonna pluralize human because I'm angry. They used this thing called a dash, which does not exist in the ancient language system, and they either broke up the one word into five, or it was a five words, and they connected it using these dashes. Effing dashes. Yeah. So I'm gonna do two versions. I'll do the separate version first, because we don't know. We don't know if it's supposed to be connected or not, because the human decided to use dashes in between these words. So yeah, let me do the separate version first. Here we go. Niha Savatyaya Savatan Savaha Vausha Domkara Dom Vausha Domkara Baljitang. I need to look this up. Dom 39. Dom, yep, Dom. Vausha Dom. Vausha Domkara Baljitang. So now I'll do the connected version. Human. Niha Savatyaya Savatan. Niha Savatyaya Savatan Savaha Vausha Domkara Baljitang. Niha Savatyaya Savatan Savaha Vausha. Niha Savatyaya Savatan Savaha Vausha Domkara Baljitang. Devaha Saivuve Diraharaha Brahmanam Sharanam Yayuha. Taritri Magarataha Kuratavan Kushwinam Dinam Manasavinim. It's not pana, it can't be pana. Although it looks like a pa because of the fuzziness. This is why I need this copied version, just to double check. Because whoever did this did such a good job copying the entire book by hand. Wow. What was I? Where was I? What was I? Where am I? How am I? Why am I? Who? Manasavi. 40. Sorry. 40. Mana. See? This person who copied it is better than the original book. So it's crucial that I keep the copy next to me, you know. 다들으실 브라흐마노 lokam vedatva vedatvaninina vedatvaninina ditam. Uy. Nyajinya tumaiha samakilnom munivaya munilvaya nishwavitam munivaya munilvaya vailya munilvaya vailya. Okay, munivaya nishwavitam munivaya nishwavitam suvarna vedika matye. No, I need to see it's fuzzy, so I need to check it. So this is really handy. Where is it? 41. Yep, ve. Suvarna vedika matye takushvino valtata mujujuvalama takushvino valtata mujujuvalama. Mahani. Yeah, it's too fuzzy, man. Mahani, got it. Mahani, yubangan kuto dhyana. Yubangan kuto dhya. No. Yubangan kuto dhyana. Mana poshepa palanan vitama. Yubangan kuto dhyana. Mana poshepa palanan vitama. 사로피흐 사라살 함사이라 흐바야는따 미바 띠티무 사로피흐 사라살 함사이라 흐바야는따 미바 사라살 함사이라 흐바야는따 미바 띠티무 Vayulolata jala kusumali kulaihe. Vayulolata jala kusumali kulaihe. Vayulolata jala kusumali kulaihe. Prano mahavan saktatak. Yeah, I'm gonna treat it as one word. The human broke up the words with using dashes. That's stupid. Prano mahavan satakara matuk rala pavi kushonoihe. Prano mahavan satakara maturala pavi kushonoihe. Maturala. Yeah, got it. Tadu brahma sadanam peda devahe seshivarahe kulinamanasahe. Bibishusutadanu jinyantang. Bibishusutadanu jinyantang. Bijakailiam niveditum. Okay, I need to look this up. Tadu Brahma. That's 44. Oh, almost done. Tadu Brahma. Yeah, that's why I don't trust the handwritten version, because it's supposed to be Brahma. If there's no such thing as Tadu Brahma. That's not even a word. There's no cigar for the copied version. There's some errors. Last thing you want is written errors, but they exist, so you have to deal with it. It's like dealing with real life. You know, they tell you read everything about it, and then you think you're, proficient in it, but once you're faced with it, it's a whole different ballgame. You go like, what did I just waste my time burning all that stuff for? Tadu Brahma. So the transliteration agrees with me, so I'm gonna go with that. Moving on. Okay, final shloka. Tiripuvana jakam sada sanasatam sanaka sanananda na sanatana ishita. Humans love using dashes and exclamation marks. Did I say humans? Wow. I meant to say human. Sanaka sananandana, sanaka sananandana sanatana ishichang, siddhaihu, parisevita padakamalam, brahmanom devatan nemuhu, iti Shri Kalki Purana Nupavapate, Shri Kalki Purana Shri Kalki Purana Nupavapate, iti Shri Kalki Purana Shri Kalki Purana Bhagavate Bhavishuye Kalivivaranam Nama Prathamotyayahu. Okay, so I couldn't find the translation that I liked. So I'm going to use Prabhupada's translation because I have no choice. I don't want to use his translation, but I have no choice. So it must mean that God wants me to face my past. Who am I? I told you who I am. You don't believe me. What do you want to know the second time for? You want me to say it again? I lost like subscribers because I claim to be him, you know. I'll show you the picture and then we'll just end it at that. Oh, he's claiming to be Jesus. No. This guy right here. If you find any resemblance of him, to me, then you're not just a human being. You're something higher. Okay, so I'm done with the discussion. I don't want to read Prabhupada's translation. Chapter 1, a description of Kali Yuga. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Achyuta, the unborn, omniscient, and unlimited Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the destroyer of all obstacles, the shelter of all living entities, and the original speaker of the Vedic literature. He is worshipped with great devotion by the demigods, headed by Inindra, the foremost of sages, and by the rulers of the various planetary systems, for the purpose of attaining all kinds of perfection in life. Before reciting this Kalki Purana, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayana Roshi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, having assumed the form of Kalki, who is the super soul of all living entities, establish the eternal principles of religion. Having appeared in a family of Brahmanas, he will annihilate the sinful kings of Kali Yuga by the fire of the poison emanating from his ferocious serpent-like hands, while riding on the back of an excellent horse of the Sindh province. In this way, he will protect the pious and re-establish Satya Yuga. After Shri Suta Goswami had offered his obeisances to the Supreme Lord in this manner, the sages at Naimisharanya, headed by Shaunaka Rishi, said, O Suta Goswami, O son of Maharshana, O knower of religious principles, O seer of past, present, and future, O learned authority of the Puranas, please continue narrating to us the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Who is Kali? Where was he born? How did he become the master of the world? How does he destroy the observance of eternal religious principles? After hearing these words of the great sages, Suta Goswami became so ecstatic that the hairs of his body stood on end. He then absorbed his mind in remembrance of Lord Hari and continues to speak to the sages. Suta Goswami said, Please listen attentively as I describe wonderful pastimes of the Lord that will be revealed at a future time. These transcendental pastimes were previously glorified by Lord Brahma, who was born from the universal lotus flower, when he was requested to speak by the great sage Narada. Thereafter, Narada repeated what he had heard to the unlimitedly powerful Vyasadeva, who in turn narrated these topics to his exalted son Brahmarata. Brahmarata then described these topics of Bhagavata Dharma to Abhimanyu's son, who was known as Vishnurata, as he was seated in the royal assembly. This narration consists of 18,000 verses. After hearing for 1 week without interruption, the saintly king relinquished his material body and departed from this world, although this discussion of the glories of the Lord had not ended. After the passing away of Abhimanyu's son, Greek sages, headed by Mahakandvaya, continued to inquire from Shukadeva in that sacred ashrama. I was present at that time, and so I heard everything from Shukadeva. By his order, I will now narrate to you these most auspicious pastimes of the Supreme Lord that will take place in the future. O greatly fortunate sages, please listen attentively as I describe to you how Kali appeared in this world after Lord Kurushunwo had returned to his own abode. After the annihilation, the secondary creator of the universe, Lord Brahma, the grandfather of everyone, was born on the universal lotus flower, created sin personified, having a black complexion from his back. The name of sin personified was Ataima. By faithfully hearing about, chanting, and remembering the descendants of Ataima, one quickly becomes freed from all sinful reactions. The wife of irreligion was named Falsehood. She was very beautiful and had eyes like those of a cat. They had a son named Pride, who was always very angry and energetic. Pride had a sister named Maya, and within her womb he begot a son named Greed and a daughter named Cunning. Greed begot a son named Anger in the womb of Cunning. Envy was Anger's sister. From the womb of Envy, Anger begot a son named Kali. Kali is always seen to be holding his genitals in his left hand. His complexion is very black, like black ointment that has been mixed with oil. Kali's abdomen is like that of a crow. His face is frightening to behold, and his tongue is red and appears to be full of greed. His appearance is very fearful, and a bad smell emanates from his body. Kali is very fond of playing chess, drinking wine, enjoying the company of prostitutes, and associating with gold merchants. I'm gonna stop right here. What the heck is that, playing chess? Where did they get this from? That's why I don't read Prabhupada's translation. Why are they making up words? Playing chess. I don't know what the original word meant. Kali's sister was harsh speech. From harsh speech's womb, Kali begot a son named Fear and a daughter named Death. Fear begot a son named Hell from the womb of Death, and Hell begot 10,000 sons in the womb of his sister, Excessive Pain. Thus I have described the destructive progeny of Kali, who are all blasphemers of genuine religious principles. All these relatives of Kali were the destroyers of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, and charity, because they transgressed all the Vedic principles of religion. They were reservoirs of mental distress, disease, old age, destruction of religious principles, sorrow, lamentation, and fear. Okay, so this translation is not Prabhupada's translation, but his students. But he told his students to translate the wrong way, so that's why I get angry. He told them to add meanings, their own feelings to it. You don't add anything to the original. When you're translating, when you're purporting, that's something else. When you're commenting or explaining, that's something else. But when you're translating, it should be no frills. Word equivalents. That's it. These descendants of Kali are found wandering everywhere throughout the kingdom of Kali, destroying the people of the world. They are misguided by the influence of time, very restless by nature, full of lusty desires, extremely sinful, very proud and violent, even to their own father and mother. Those who are known as twice born among them are devoid of all good behavior, without any observance of proper etiquette, and always engaged in the service of Shudras. These fallen souls are very fond of dry arguments, and they use religion as a means of livelihood, teach Vedic knowledge as a profession, are fallen from the execution of their vows, and sell wine and other abominable things, including meat. They are cruel by nature and very fond of gratifying their bellies and genitals. For this reason, they lust after the wives of others and are always seen to be intoxicated. They were not born of a father and mother who were properly married, and they are short in stature and always engaged in sinful acts such as cheating others. They generally reside in a sacred place, live for only 16 years, associate with wretched people, and only consider a brother-in-law to be a friend and relative. The people of Kali Yuga are accustomed to quarreling and fighting amongst themselves. They go to great lengths to groom their hair, wear the best of clothes, and decorate themselves with costly ornaments. In Kali Yuga, a person with a lot of money will naturally be respected as a great soul. If a twice-born person earns his livelihood by lending money on interest, he will be considered a pillar of society. The sannyasis of Kali Yuga will be attached to home and property, and householders will become devoid of all power of discrimination. In Kali Yuga, people will blaspheme a spiritual master or other elderly person without hesitation. Indeed, people in general will simply become hypocrites, liars, and cheaters. In Kali Yuga, Shudras will accept charity from others or else plunder others' wealth without discrimination. Mutual agreement will become the sole criteria for solemnizing the marriage of a boy and girl. People will show sympathy and magnanimity, but it will simply be a form of duplicity. Forgiveness will be granted only when a person is unable to harm the offending party. In a society of might makes right, people will easily become annoyed with those in a weaker position. Even fools will be very talkative in an attempt to prove that they are learned. People will engage in religious ceremonies, but simply to acquire a reputation. If one has got wealth, he will be considered to be a saint. Just to bathe in a holy place, people will travel a great distance and undergo much trouble. Simply by putting on a sacred thread, one will be recognized as a Brahmano. Simply by carrying a staff, one will be recognized as a sannyasi. The earth will restrict the production of food grains. The currents of rivers will flow very rapidly, and even married women will behave little better than prostitutes, because they have practically no attachment for their husbands. Those who are twice born will be dependent on others, so much so that they will not hesitate to engage as priests for Shudras. Women will become promiscuous, so that will be easily abandoned by their husbands. Clouds will shower rain very irregularly, and the land will not yield sufficient crops. Kings will whimsically torture and kill their subjects, and burden them with excessive taxes. Such unfortunate subjects will finally take their family and belongings and take shelter of mountains and dense forests. The people of Kali Yuga will sustain their lives by eating flesh, honey, fruit, and roots without discrimination. Almost everyone will take pleasure in blaspheming the Supreme Lord, Shri Guru Shunwa. These are some of the symptoms that will manifest at the beginning of Kali Yuga. In the second quarter of Kali Yuga, people will no longer chant the holy names of Lord Guru Shunwa. In the third quarter of Kali Yuga, there will be an upsurge of unwanted population. And in the final quarter of Kali Yuga, there will be only one class of human being because God consciousness will have been long forgotten. So when they say quarter, Kali Yuga is about 440,000 years long, almost like 500,000 years. So for 120,000 years is the quarter. Something like that. 110,000 years. When the study of the Vedas, performance, so we're still in the first quarter. So I just want to see what the first quarter says. Yeah, so that's happening now. Second quarter. So that's after, so it's been 5,000 years since Kali Yuga began. It's very new. So after 105 105,000 years from now, 105,000 years from now, people will no longer say Guru. You can't even say it, or something like that. Okay, moving on. When the study of the Vedas, performance of sacrifice, chanting of manantras, and other religious practices thus disappear from this world during Kali Yuga, the demigods being afflicted due to not receiving their share of sacrificial offerings will take shelter of Lord Brahma, the grandfather of the universe, who was born from the universal lotus flower. Keeping Mother Earth, who had become emaciated due to great distress in front, all of the demigods went to the abode of Lord Brahma. There they experienced that the entire atmosphere was surcharged with the sounds of the chanting of Vedic manantras, and everywhere was smoke pouring from the sacrificial fires. Lord Brahma, the leader of all the sages, was sitting upon his throne, conducting a fire sacrifice on an altar made of gold. Here and there were many gardens and orchards full of flowers, fruit, and wood for performing fire sacrifices. Swans, cranes, and other aquatic birds made wonderful sounds, as if they were greeting their guests with joy. The swans, cranes, and other aquatic birds were surrounded by intoxicated bumblebees hovering around innumerable creepers and flowers, swinging to and fro in the cool breeze. Thus it appeared as if they were all offering obeisances and speaking very sweetly while greeting their guests with great pleasure. Thus all the demigods headed by Inandra arrived in the abode of Lord Brahma in a distressed state of mind. By the order of Prajapati, they entered the assembly hall of Lord Brahma so that they could disclose to him the cause of their grief. The demigods first offered their respectful obeisances to Lord Brahma, whose lotus feet were being served by perfected beings such as Sanaka, Sananandana, and Sanatana, as he sat in meditation. Lord Brahma is the secondary creator of the three worlds, who acts under the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus ends the translation of the first chapter of Sri Kalki Purana. So it's almost saying Lord Brahma is like a vice president of the the soul universe. You got the president, God, and then you got the vice president, Brahma. I'm gonna take a little break and see if I wanna do another. I should do Raga Veda, I think. I start from when I start streaming, I start from here. Somehow I just end up down here. It's not the chair. It must be my spine. My spine just, yeah. So I'm like 3'1" now. I sank. Alright, so what do I want to do? It's not, well, I'm not doing Srimad Bhagavatam right now. I want to do, what the hell, man? Like, I started from, like, I can't even go up there. It's definitely not the chair either. This is kind of bugging me. I need to be a little taller. Give me a minute. Yeah, it's slightly better. Better than before. That's all I care. Better than before. Is it better than before? Cool. You pass. Yeah. I'm gonna do Raga Veda, but before I do that, I wanna see how much I don't wanna do more than 2 hours of Sanskrit studies a day. I found that because I do it every day. You don't wanna overdo it. Whatever you do every day, like concentrating, So I'm gonna do Raga Veda next. I don't think I will do Upanishads. Raga Veda, and then call it a day. Whatever I'm looking for, I can't find it. Oh, because it's on the other page. That's why. Got it. Okay, here we go. So today is chapter 12. Let me see how many shlokas are there. That's perfect. 15. So this is going to take me like 20 minutes. And yeah. All right. Here we go. Namaste. Yo Janta Eva Pratamo Manasavanan Devo Devana Gratuna Paria Pushat Yasya Shushema Durodasi Apyasatam Nirumunosya Mahana Sa Jana Sa Inandraha Yahu Purtivim Vyathamana Mal Madrum Hadiyahu Vyathamana Madrum Hadiyahu Balvatana Brakul Kupitam Balvatana Brakupitam Aranu Aramu Aramu Aramun Aramun Aramunot Yo Anantarikusham Bimame Pariyo Yo Dhyamasta Prasat Dhyamasta Pratasa Janasa Inandraha Yo Hatva Himarino Tesapata Ninentu Nio Gan Uda Jadapata Palasya Yo Ashimano라는 딸 나그님 Ashimano 아시마노라는 딸 라그님 요 아시마노라는 딸 라그님 짜자나 삼버르크 사마트수 사 짜나 사 이는드라흐 예네마 비슈방 야바나 그르타니 요타삼 바노마타람 구하가흐 Shivakniva yo Jigiva mulula kushama dadariyahu Jigiva mulula kushama Jigiva mululaku shama dadariyahu 不是多尼桑加那桑伊能德拉赫 Yam sama Prajachananti Kuha Sati Koramutema Hul Naisho Koramutema Hul Naisho Asati Tianam So Aryaha Poshetuil Bijang Ivan Minangati Shiradasamai Tatata Sa Jana Sa Inandraha Yo Ratrasiang Joditan Yah Gurashasiang Yo Brahmano Natama Nasya Kireha Yukta Grabano Yovitan Sushi Praha Sutta Somasiang San Jana San Inandraha Yasiang Shivan Saha Paradishi Yasiang Gabo Yasiang Grama Yasiang Pishava Ratan Saha Yah Suryam Ya Ushosam Jajana Yo Apam Netang Sa Jana Sa Inandraha Yam Granandasi Samyati Bihuvayate Parevara Upayam Amitraha Samanam Janandra sorry. Samanam Jidratamata Setita Setivamsa Jidratamata Setivamsa Nana Havete Sa Jana Sa Inandrahu Yasemanana Rate Vijayanante Janaso Yam Yutiamana Avase Ha Havanante Yo Vishvasya Pratimanam Papuva Yo Achyuta Janasa Inandrahu Yahu Shashivato Mahieno. I need to double check. Sorry, I'm seeing things. Getting tired a little bit. I did a lot, yeah. 10, 12, 10. Mahieno is what I think it is. Mahieno. Yep, I was right. Why am I even looking it up? I don't know. Mahieno. Okay. Yahu Shashivato Mahieno Datana Mananyamana Chalvan. Datana Mananyamana Chalvan Jakana. Yahu Shatalte Shaltate Nanudadati Shurutiam Yo 다시요 하는 땅 자나사 이는드라흐 야흐 샤문바람 발바테슈 구슈이하는 담 자드바림시암 샤라디아는 바비는 다트 샤라디아는 바비는 다트 오자야마남 요하리 아힘 자카나 다눔 샤야남 사 자나사 이는드라흐 야흐 사부다라 시밀 부르셔 파스투 비슈마나 바스르 자트 살따베 Yeah, definitely tired. Shloka 12 right now. Alright, 4 more to go. 야흐 사부다라 시밀 부르셔 파스투 비슈마나 바스르 자트 살따베 야흐 사부다라 시밀 부르셔 파스투 비슈마나 바스르 자트 살따베 사부다 시는 투는 요 라우히너 마스푸라 드바즈라 마홀 디아마로 하는 땀. 와우, man. 요 라우히너 마트 수푸라 드바즈라 라우히너 마트 수푸라 드바즈라 마홀 디아마로 하는 땀 사 자나사 이는드라흐 디아바 지다스마이 프로티비 나메테 슈시마 찌찌다시야 바이바탄 파야는테 야흐 소마판 니치토 바즈라 바후리오 바즈라 하스타흐 사 자나사 이는드라흐 야흐 수는 바는 땀 아바티 야흐 바짜는 땀 야흐 샴사는 땀 야흐 샤샤마나무티 야시야 브라흐마 발타남 야시야 소모 야시에담 라타흐 사 자나사 이는드라흐 야흐 수는 바테 바짜템 누트라 지드바잠 달달슈이 사 길라시 사티야흐 바얌타 이는드라 비시바하 브리야사흐 수비라소 비다타마 바데마 Namaste. Wow. It's really extensive. Hymn 12. He who, just born, chief god of lofty spirit, by power and might became the god's protector, before whose breath through greatness of his valor the two worlds trembled. He, O men, is Inandra. He who fixed fast and firm the earth that staggered, and set at rest the agitated mountains, who measured out the air's wide middle region, and gave the heaven support, he, men, is Inandra. Who slew the dragon, freed the 7 rivers, and drove the kine forth from the cave of Vala, beget the fire between 2 stones, the spoiler in warrior's battle, he, O men, is Inandra. By whom this universe was made to tremble, who chased away the humble brood of demons, who, like a gambler gathering his winnings, seized the foe's riches, he, O men, is Inandra. Of whom the terrible they ask, where is he? Or verily they say of him, he is not. He sweeps away like birds the foe's possessions, have faith in him, for he, O men, is Inandra. Stirrer to action of the poor and lowly, a priest of suppliant who sings his praises, who fair-faced favors him, who presses Soma with stones made ready, he, O men, is Inandra. He under whose supreme control are horses, all chariots, and the villages and cattle, he who gave being to the sun and morning, who leads the waters, he, O men, is Inandra. To whom 2 armies cry in close encounter, both enemies, the stronger and the weaker, whom 2 invoke upon 1 chariot mounted, each for himself, he, O ye men, is Inandra. Without whose help our people never conquer, whom battling they invoke to give them succor, he of whom all this world is but the copy, who shakes things moveless, he, O men, is Inandra. He who hath smitten, ere they knew their danger, with his hurled weapon many grievous sinners, who pardons not his boldness, who provokes him, who slays the Dasyu, he, O men, is Inandra. He who discovered in the 40th autumn Shambhala, as he dwelt among the mountains, who slew the dragon, putting forth his vigor, the demon lying there, he, men, is Inandra. Who with 7 guiding reins, the bull, the mighty, set free the 7 great floods to flow at pleasure, who, thunder-armed, rent Rauhinur in pieces when scaling heaven, he, O ye men, is Inandra. Even the heaven and earth bow down before him, before his very breath the mountains tremble. Known as the Soma drinker, armed with thunder, who wields the bolt, he, O ye men, is Inandra. Who aids with favor him who pours the Soma, and him who brews it, sacrificer, singer. Whom prayer exalts, and pouring forth of Soma, and this our gift, he, O ye men, is Inandra. Thou verily art fierce and true, who sendest strength to the man who brews and pours libation. So may we evermore, thy friends, O Inandra, speak loudly to the synod with our heroes. Okay, that's it, folks. I'm gonna change this right now. I'm gonna chant next. Thank you very much. Namaste.